I use this to talk about serious issues impacting globally and pick up energies of world leaders and energies within the earth as well, things like fires and yeah. Anyway, I was using this to have a look at globally the sociological structure and what elements are missing based on Feng Shui and Chinese horoscopes, and well, the way that I was taught to do it years and years ago by a Malay, and well, it works really well. So anyway, I thought I would have a look at all the leaders, and well, the main one, sociologically speaking. So our structure is the same globally. It doesn't matter whether you're under communist rule or liberal or wherever you live in the world right now, you are under the same society that was formed prior to 1299. It's just ran in a very unusual fashion since 1958. And I'm not really sure why it was chosen to run a society that in essence is perfectly formed but ran in the manner that it's being ran. So I thought, well, I'll have a look at the missing elements, and so I used 6 of the major elements. 3 of those elements are elements that we make things out of that are more solid energetic forms, so earth, metal and wood, and then we've got water, fire and air on the opposite side. So the more tangible things that we really need to create a society that's going to function really well and flourish, well, 2 of them are missing entirely out of the major leaders in the world, and that's just terrible. I don't know what's gone on, because I haven't noticed anywhere in the world that I can see that the 2 missing elements of metal and wood have been replaced by anybody. How? No wonder what's going on in the world with our elements. But aside from that, there's no security, there's no leadership, as in solid structure. People have lost. Anyway, so I had a little look there, and I thought that I would just point out some things that maybe we could do to help globally, especially over the next 18 days. But in general, whatever the leaders exist the way that they are and remain in place, as in individually, like Scott Morrison in Australia. So as long as he's the Prime Minister, then this would remain intact. But if one of these leaders or countries that I mentioned, for example, that we used in this equation, if one of them was to change, then the whole thing would change again. But as it stands right now, well, up until I don't even know what's going on in America, to be honest, in that way. But yeah, this Binding guy, he's the first one to come on the scene with metal in one of his dominant, but sometimes metal can be a really bad thing as well. And in this case, with his elements, I'm really sorry, and I mean no disrespect, but you were just born with these elements. And I don't know, you're going to have to do some serious, well, I don't know, but the problem is that you are essentially capable of being, just a paper sultan. You'll do anything for anyone if you're told to, just because you can't not. You hate confrontation. You don't like that sort of stuff at all. You like to be under somebody else, and yeah, you just... Anyway, we'll fix that somehow. I don't know, but we will. But yeah, with the others, like Australia, we've got way too much earth, too heavy. An earth without the other elements is pretty... Well, it doesn't do anything, does it? It just sits there. It doesn't even make mud. It does nothing. Just does what it's told, I guess. And yeah, but anyway, the ones that are important right now for 18 days, which need to kind of keep calm, is Russia, China, both in the US, Trump and Ben, and yeah, just, oh yeah. So, Mr. Morrison, you should really be sleeping on a waterbed with a metal frame. You should wear red, eat it, like do whatever with it. I don't know. Yeah, just wear red, especially when you're dealing with China. It'll help you stop, it'll help you think and channel strategically what you're thinking and feeling and what you want to achieve. So I think I've got a good idea what you were trying to achieve. But you're dealing with China. You need different strategic moves when you're dealing with China. China, with their mix that they've got currently, you need to go about things a very different way. You're dealing with water and air, and you're both earth. You know, they'll escape you. They're different energies, so use your strategic plan. Don't do things unless you know exactly where it's going to end up, especially right now. So the Chinese president, I can't pronounce your name, so with all respect, I'll refer to you as that. So you probably know all of this, but in Chinese, wood bed frame, fireplace, please wear red when dealing with Australia. Assist Australia to channel and make something out of the earth. And if you could pop some earth inside, that would be wonderful as well. Mr. Trump, anyway, Biden, I got, you know, with his mix and also with energy reading, yeah, he can be, he's got the potential to be a severely weak leader, useless paper sultan, worst ever, and he's got the capacity of, you know, completely weakening the global position permanently, globally of the USA, which, you know, maybe that's the plan. Who knows? And I'm just getting in the way, but I don't like where things are going because I know society does not need to be run like this. It's just lazy management. So, with all due respect to leaders that genuinely, most likely, are trying to manage humans the best way they know how, it's not the way. You're not doing it right. You need to think critically and manage appropriately. And you know people will follow and work so much harder for you and make you so much more money if you use trinkets and shiny things opposed to domination and threats and intimidation. It is just a lazy, old, very, very old Western European mentality that to bring it up to speed in 2020 and actually make the United Nations a success, you need to reassess sociologically how you're managing the people, have a good look at your energies, because whether you like it or not, Earth, world, everything, universe is all energy, or the Earth would just bloody fall over. Like, the water just sits there all by itself. How amazing. But we know we can't believe in energy. God knows. We'll get locked up, which is too good. So, and it does explain, though, why all the needy kind of chopping, mining, getting it, you know, pushing through that way again instead of looking at other ways. And there's plenty. And they know there's plenty. So what? Anyway, lack of strength and stability going on, zero growth or productivity. There's no world wars lately, which is a good thing. But with Biden coming in, that could change. There could be some trouble. Anyway, we will sort that out because, you know, as other souls or beings or whatever you want to call us, just humans, energy pods, we can help do a lot of things to replace globally in a positive way, things like metal, which we absolutely desperately need right now to replace all the missing elements within the earth and just to create something, because fire and metal, you can create incredible things with that, for example. And yeah, we need wood as well. So yeah, we'll get to it and think up some things, and I don't know, spread the love, people, and have a beautiful day. Bye.